Okay. Now I'm going to finish this video. Thank goodness. And I hope this phone will let me finish my video. Two things I want to say before I finish this off. First, when I was watching the news, they were reporting in one city, okay, that, I think it was in California, that somebody was going to torch one of the facilities. Okay, I was in the wee hours of the morning, and somebody came in with, I think, dynamite or something like that, and they were about to torch the place. Now, guess what that is called? Begins with an A. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. We're talking arson. If you plan to deliberately set fire to a building, that is called arson. And arson, which will result in property damage, okay, and it is a crime. Okay. It is a crime to set fire to a building with incendiary devices or whatever he was going to do. Okay. And guess what's going to happen if he succeeded? Did he think that if I set fire to this migrant detention center, then that will make them have to release all the immigrants? No. No. This is why I'm sure his brain wasn't fully developed. I'll bet he's under 25 years old. Because the brain doesn't stop developing until 25. Okay. And the last thing that develops in the human brain is cause and effect. Reasoning. Okay. He does, the person that potential arsonist did not even think what was going to happen if he succeeded. If you think detention centers are overcrowded now, if he sets fire to a building that housed him, if they're in the building, he would be guilty of murder. Everyone in that building, all the immigrants in there, would be murdered. They'd all be burned to death. If they're in there, if they're not in there, which I'm sure he thought, okay, do you think they're going to say, oops, I guess we don't have a place to put them, okay, let them in the country? Nope. They would take those migrants and transport them to another facility. Okay? And cause even more overcrowding. So if, let's say, you have several places that are beyond safety capacity, if they had to transfer those migrants to other facilities, they will even be more overcrowded than they already are. Okay, they probably would have to split them up. 20 go here, 20 go there, 20 go there. You know, and if the fire marshal declares, you know, let's say 200 people allowed, and there's 400, and they have 20 more from that detention center that was burned down. Okay, now we got even worse conditions. So that future potential arsonist is really making things worse by setting fire to that building. Okay. And I think there was something else I want to say about my friend, the one who was so panicked you know, didn't want to be murdered and slaughtered. You know, now I know what I was going to say. What AOC is doing and what CNN is doing and what everybody else on the liberal side is doing in creating fear among the Democratic population is no different than going into a crowded theater and shout, "Fire! Fire! There's a fire in the building!" In the crowded theater. No different. No different. You invoke fear and panic among the population. You invoke fear and panic in the people in that theater. Okay? That's what you did. You are not allowed to shout fire in a crowded movie theater. Okay? Well, I'm just expressing my freedom of speech and I want to say the word fire in a crowded theater. No. That you can't do that. At the same time, CNN, AOC, and everybody on that side is not, I mean, what you're creating, okay? You're making things worse. You're making things worse by creating panic and fear and terror. You are domestic terrorists. Okay, you don't have a knife. You don't have a gun. You have your mouth. Your mouth is your weapon to invoke fear. Okay, you invoke terror when you hold a hostage at gunpoint and he's in fear of his life. And you take that gun and you shoot the gun right beside him. Okay, do I have your attention now? So you better obey me. He's a domestic terrorist. When you're calling Trump Hitler and you're calling migrant detention centers that were built before Trump came to office as concentration camps, you just invoked fear and panic. And I experienced this with my friend. Great job, guys. Great job. I hope you're proud of yourself. I really hope you're proud of yourself. What you're doing. What you're doing. And I also want to say this one thing too. As I started uploading these videos, I encountered two people who must have, who started this anti-Trump trolling. I hate that word because, I still think of a troll as a little guy under a bridge. But this is what they call it, trolling. Okay. These two guys trolled me. One called me Trump trash. Okay. Called me, and this is quote unquote, a fucking retard. Thank you, guy. Love your compliments. One person said, "Why aren't they rounding white people? I haven't seen any white people being rounded up." Why is that important? Why is that important?